What's going on, guys? This week I wanted to talk about how to start running. I've been seeing it a lot all over social media. Everywhere I look, people seem to be asking, how do I start running? How do I get started? And let me tell you, I've been running for 20 years. It's exactly the same issues for me as someone who's never run before. So I thought today I'd give you guys a few tips on how to start running. Now, normally I would say someone who's been running for 20 years isn't the best person to give advice about how to start running. But given how long I've been injured for, maybe right now I am the best person. I haven't run for about 3 or 4 months, and we're starting from dead scratch. So there are a few things I want to mention today. We're going to talk principles, not steps, and we're going to talk process, not sessions. But anyway, let's get into it and let's go for a run. So, tip number 1 is start slow. It really doesn't matter how good you think you are. It really doesn't matter how fast you think you should be running. When you're returning to running or starting running for the first time, forget about pace. Just run as slow as you need to be like what I'm doing now, having a conversation, chatting away. That's probably about the right pace. Step number 2, consistency is king. All right, so what I mean by that is it is far better for you if you run 5 by 1K runs and you're running 5 days a week than if you're doing one run of 5 kilometers. Step number 3 is build slowly. All right, so what I mean by that is the general rule often references about 10% gain per week. If you're operating in about that range, you're not building up too quickly, your mileage isn't going too crazy, too fast. Me right now, I'm adding 2 minutes every second day. So over the course of a week, I'm only gaining something like 6 to 8 minutes of running, which is very low, but that's what I need right now. What's 4? Step number 4, set goals not related to a race. Right now, my running goals are to be consistent and to be healthy. Until I've done that, no other goals matter. I haven't set any other running goals other than those. And then step number 5, so step number 5, find a running buddy. It is far easier to run consistently when you have someone to run with. Think about those rainy nights or early mornings when you wake up or you're looking out the window and you're just like, I really don't want to run. The running buddy is the thing that's going to keep you going. When there's someone sitting there waiting for you at 5 o'clock, you don't want to let them down. You don't want them to run by themselves. So you're going to show up. So that for me, that's my 5 tips to really, that's what I'm using right now to get back to running. I think when you combine all 5 of them, you end up in a spot where running is about the process and about the journey, not about the results that you're getting. Cool.
So as a summary, here are my tips for how to start running. Tip number 1, start slow always. Never measure yourself against others. Step number 2, consistency is king. I'd rather 5 short runs than 1 long one. Step number 3, build very slowly. No matter how good you think you are, you need to go slower. Step number 4, set non-race goals. Make them manageable. And step number 5, find some running buddies to have some fun with. Like I said at the start, these are the exact same tips as what I would apply to a brand spanking new runner as I'm applying for myself for a 20-year veteran. Post-production Josh here. I forgot to mention, what'd you think of the tips? Did you like them? Did I miss some? Am I missing the best tip of all time? Let me know down in the comments, maybe you could help somebody else to start their running journey and fall in love with running.
Alright guys, well that is my run done for today. Remember, the principles we talked about today are the same exactly whether you are starting running for the first time or whether you're building back up after an injury. If you guys like today's content, remember to like and subscribe, and I'm going to keep building up so that in the future we can do some more cool distance running with myself. Alright, I'll catch you guys later.